Hello everyone, so it is time for a super quick update. I don't even know what video I'll actually put this in. I officially have the keys to my new apartment that I'm gonna be renting, and I am mostly in shock. I picked them up today and you know, I've been working on this for a few weeks now, and so it has felt like it's been taking an eternity, but it's actually been really fast, and I can literally move in there immediately. And so there's been like a lot of moments, you know, moments when I thought I would be moving to a different place potentially in a month or even like a little bit more than a month, you know, so there was that moment, and then suddenly, you know, I was like, oh, I can actually move here this week. And so it's been crazy. It's been a lot, and I went there for the first time today. Like, not the actual first time, but the first time that it was mine. And I didn't film, I didn't even take my camera, like, you know, and I was just so overwhelmed, a little bit anxious, you know, and just, it was too much. But tomorrow I'm hoping to basically I'm gonna go there again just because like I want to get adjusted to the space and used to it, and I just want to feel the vibe. I want to start filling it with my things so that it feels like it's mine. And the main thing, of course, are gonna be books. And so I packed my backpack already a few days ago. I just stuffed a lot of books in there, and I think I have work tomorrow, but I want to go there after work, and I'm gonna bring those books, put them on the shelf. I did actually put 2 books on the shelf that I could put in my like normal everyday backpack. You know, I didn't want to go crazy because I had like, you know, but I wanted something. I wanted to put something there. And so yeah, but I will, of course, I will bring you along with me. My mom's gonna come here next week to help me, and so I'm probably not gonna film that much of that stage because it's gonna be super chaotic, you know, like I don't show my mom on camera, and one or a few of my friends will be helping as well, so like, you know, but I do, of course, the main thing I want to show is setting up bookshelves and all of that. But I mean, like, the main thing will be that I will bring some books tomorrow. I'll just put them on the shelf, and then I'll of course do like reorganizing and actually making it pretty. And so yeah, but you will see it a little bit in the next clip. And like, I don't know, I honestly right now I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. So I am incredibly grateful that it worked out. I'm in shock. So I will be processing, I will be adjusting, and, you know, I'm going to take things one step at a time because while I'm incredibly grateful, it is obviously also stressful and a little bit overwhelming. So I'm just going to take it one step at a time. But this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. But, you know, like one thing I'm holding on to a little bit is I have been on a book buying ban. The past month, I've been trying to actually buy no books. The past like half year, I haven't been able to buy a lot of books. But now I'll actually have some money, and I will not have to be on a book buying ban anymore because I'm not gonna be having to move all this, you know. And I'm so excited. There's so many new releases that I've been like dying to get, and so the second that I'm moved in, we're going shopping. We're going shopping. Expect a lot of book hauls coming. And yeah, so I know I have not talked about a single book in this video, but again, I mean, I actually do. As I'm saying this, I know what the video this will be for. I actually can tell you about one thing. I have not had any time for reading or energy or, you know, like the span to the like ability to focus because I've just been like doing all this stuff. But the thing that I have been reading, listening to an audiobook of 9 Rules to Break When Romancing a Rake by Sarah McLean. Or actually maybe McLean, because I've heard multiple people say it like that, and I was like, I've been saying McLean for years, so I need to Google that, actually. Anyways, I love Sarah's books, and absolutely love her, and she's one of my favorite romance authors, and I have mostly read her like recent books, and she does have a very big backlist, and this is one of her popular, like slightly older works, and so I've been listening to this. I'm literally almost done. The only reason why I have not finished this is because my focus, again, has been terrible, and generally for a while my audiobook focus has been really bad, but I'm hoping that, you know, that once I'm done moving in and all this stuff, I will finally not be stressed anymore every day. And I'm gonna have the space to actually function. And so yeah, my brain is mush and I don't even know what to tell you about this book. But it is very fun. Obviously it's a historical romance, and the heroine has this list of rules she wants to break, like societal rules and just things she wants to do, kind of like a bucket list. And she wants to do that, and then there's this guy who is of course a rake, you know, and they have a connection, and he sort of like helps her with a few things. But yeah, so that's all I can tell you now. I am so tired. But you know, as I'm saying this, I think I will finish this before sleep, maybe, because I don't think I have the energy for a physical book. I'm so obviously in the middle of Wildside, and like I'm upset, like I'm loving it, of course. I've probably read a bit more since I last talked to you, but again, like I just have not had the time. But soon I'll finish that. So I'll probably talk to you. I mean, yeah, I will definitely talk to you tomorrow to show you the bookshelves, and then we'll do more reading, and it's gonna be amazing. So I can't believe it, you know, because there were so many times I didn't even think that I would be able to include moving in here in this video, because I didn't think it would be this fast. And now we're here. How is this real? It feels too good to be true, you know? And you know what? I'm gonna have a little emotional moment right now, and then I'm gonna shut up. It feels too good to be true, and like I just want to say, you know, I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail right now. But if you know, struggle with mental health, or just if you've been hurt before and disappointed, and if in your brain you have the default setting that, you know, you're scared to believe good things can happen to you, and that like if something good happens, you're always scared of it going wrong, or, you know, stuff like that. Like, I'm telling this to myself as well. I know how hard it is to like process that and believe it, but good things can happen, things can work out, and things can get better, and they are going to get better. And you know, I know that sometimes, very often, it feels like it will never change and it will never get better, you know. It almost sometimes even feels like a curse, you know, that like it's always happened, that it went wrong and all of that. But I have believed before, you know, I've had many things that I always thought, you know what, like, it happened before, it will happen again. But there's no rule that says that's the case. Of course, unfortunately, things can repeat, but at the same time, like, they don't determine the whole future. You know, the past does not dictate what the future and the present are gonna look like. And that can either be good or bad, of course, but it's not always going to be the same, you know, because things change and evolve, and things can get better. And if you're struggling with something, or if you've been wanting something for a long time, I really hope and believe that you're going to get it soon, because things can change and they can get better, and I really hope they're gonna get better for you. And yeah, because I don't know, for a long time I was struggling with many different things in many different areas. But recently I actually feel like, for the first time in my life, I actually feel the most mentally stable I ever have. And there were some, you know, very big hurdles along the way, but it feels like it's finally about to change for the better and just go up from here, you know? And so I really hope that the same is gonna happen for you if you have any of those similar feelings. And yeah, so that's just what I wanted to say. And I will see you with my new bookshelves. And they're very different. They are like on the wall. There's like 3 long shelves on the wall, and then there is like a whatever. I'll show you all that. I'll show you all that tomorrow, but I'm very excited to set that stuff up, and so we will do that and more. And yes, hello everyone. So I feel like there's actually quite a big of an echo, and I forgot my camera, so please ignore this slightly shittier quality. But I'm here at the new apartment, and there are gonna be things that are gonna change. I also don't have much time, because I'm going out with some friends and I need to get home. I need to get to my previous home to charge my phone. But I'm gonna take out a few of the books that I took with me. This cute little fake plant also was here and I like it. I do want to buy more like fake plants and stuff like that. Because I have one plant that I've kept alive because it tells me when it needs to be watered and it like is super, super resilient. But yes, because I do love that. But it's gonna be so good for videos. The only not ideal thing is that upper third shelf. I can't really reach, you know, with my height, but it's fine. I'm very happy. And there's gonna be other shelves. I'm gonna buy some and, you know, but I'm just gonna do a little time lapse. I don't know how because I don't have a tripod. I'm gonna do a little time lapse of taking the books out because I need to get home, but I will see you very soon and so much exciting things coming and I'm just so happy and I'm so grateful and the weather is absolutely beautiful today and just like, wow. So
say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room.
hello everyone, so it's time for another update. I'm on the couch and I have just one reading update. I wasn't really planning to film right now, which is why this is on the phone again. But this is what the shelves are looking like. Filled up that whole thing, but there's like, it's nothing. Maybe it's like 20% of all the books that I have. Maybe even less than that, honestly. I still have the full big shelf. I didn't take a single book from there. And I have a packed TBR cart. So yeah. But it's fine. So like I've had work every single day and I'm working like 6 days in a row and like there's some like people on a holiday and whatever. So it's like rougher than normal as well. But one more day of that and then I have 2 days off and my mom's coming tomorrow. And so we're mostly gonna be moving everything like on Thursday and Friday. Yeah, so a lot going on and yeah, so I'm gonna go home for a second. The book that I'm reading is The Starter X, is that the name of it? By Mia Sosa. I'm enjoying it. I'm listening to the audiobook and Mia Sosa is one of my favorite authors. I think I've only read like 2 books by her. I don't think she has like that many books out. There is a new one coming this year that has an adorable cover that I'm super excited for. But yeah, this is an audiobook and I love the narration and it's so much fun and I think I'll tell you about it more in detail later, but it is really fun. And obviously audiobooks right now are like the best thing for me to read because I don't have any time to actually read and this is the only thing that I can do while cleaning and doing all this shit. So I'm gonna go home and I will speak to you, I think at least later, either later tonight or tomorrow before my mom gets here because after that it's gonna be pure chaos. So yeah, so that is that and I will see you very soon.
You wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we fall. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an old.
Hello everyone, so it is time for an update. I am in front of my new beautiful bookshelves. I'm officially a Billy bookcase owner. If you don't know, it is like the most basic IKEA bookshelf that everyone on BookTube has, and I never did, and I got one. We actually went a little bit overboard with the cupboards and shelves that we got, but I'm actually super excited about it because that is not something that I ever got for any place that I lived in except for like my childhood, home that I had with my parents. But I was so excited because it actually makes it feel, first of all, like my own place, even though like I don't own it, but and at the same time, it gives me so much shelf space, and I'm so happy because, like, even though I got quite a lot in the old apartment, I didn't really feel like I had space to do fun things with the shelves. Like, I still needed to fit as many books as possible on there, and now I don't have to fit everything on every single bookshelf. I can actually make it like more decorated and all of that, and I'm so excited. Obviously, this is not the final stage of this, but I'm obsessed with this pink shelf. I love that one as well, and this is a purple moment, and I'm really happy. So basically, I didn't even say, today is my 3-year anniversary of living in Edinburgh, and so I wanted to do this update. My mom is still here, so I haven't filmed a lot because, it's been first of all, not just because she's here, but it's been really intense. Like, I'm working or I'm moving or we were building stuff, and like my body is wrecked. I have not had a second to relax or read, so I don't have any reading updates except for buying one book. Basically, I am still in the middle of Wildside and very much still enjoying it, but again, like, I've not been able to even focus, or like, I didn't have much time. I read it a little bit like on the bus to work, but I'm on page 330. Yes, but I will get a few days off, 4 days off, like starting this Sunday, which I like need more than I need air right now. I cannot wait for that. So we're gonna read a lot because I feel like I have not read anything in March, and I'm feeling the withdrawal and like I need it. Yeah. Anyways, and I'm sleeping here now. And like basically we've moved everything except for like a few little things. Like all my clothes are here, all my books are here. So it all happened so fast. I don't even remember the last thing I talked to you about. And yeah, so I am mostly in shock, but I'm super happy with it, and I'm so happy with these bookshelves. All of my nails are fucked up from this and from work, and I need to do them as soon as possible. But yeah, so of course I will do more bookshelf organizing. I'm gonna hopefully give you actual reading updates soon, and I'm gonna talk more in detail another time. But the one thing that I do, of course, need to show you is the book that I bought, which is Fan Service by Rosie Danan. This was the book that I saw, was it last week, 2 weeks ago maybe, at the bookstore, and I had to leave it there because I was like, I cannot buy books right now when I'm like pretty sure I'm gonna be moving super soon. And so the second that I was like already sleeping here, and I bought this, and I'm absolutely thrilled. It's a floppy copy. I love this cover concept, like the whatever this is called. I don't have any brain cells anymore. And everything about this book, I know this is gonna be super fun. So first of all, I love Rosie Danan, and she does not publish books super often, and so when it happens, it's like just, it's a moment. It is very, very, very highly anticipated. I've been dying for this, and so it sounds like so much fun. Ashley Poston has a blurb on here that is grumpy meets sunshine with teeth. So I actually know the plot of this for once. I never know synopses before I read books, but this one is like a paranormal romance where the hero is, well, was, I don't know if he still is, an actor, and he was like the lead in like a very popular werewolf show. And now he like wakes up, you know, like after like some mysterious night he doesn't remember anything about. And turns out he may or may not be a real werewolf. He's gonna ask the heroine for help because she runs some kind of like website, like fan fiction-y website where she answers people's questions like about the show specifically that he was on, I think. So like it's like the fictional, you know, like werewolf things. But obviously it's gonna be real. You know, I don't know if that makes sense. And again, like I understand it from the way that people have talked about it and all that stuff. I don't know which of them is actually the grumpy one and which is the sunshine one. There is a blurb on here that says, goth heroine, check. Tortured himbo hero, check. Horny suffering, there's no check mark big enough. An absolute must read. So I just know this is gonna be fucking spectacular. So yeah, I am so excited for this. And I am actually gonna mention Rosie Dannon's previous book because I do actually have it in front of me. It is a mess. It's a mess. Like this behind me looks amazing, but the rest of the apartment and the living room is so unbelievably messy, and I don't know where anything is. I don't know where any books are, and like it is rough. It's rough, but it's fine. We'll get there. So her previous book was Do Your Worst, and this one is actually an Afterlight edition. Which is beautiful. Never gonna get over it. Yes, so this cover is adorable. Anyways, I love this book. I love this book. This one, I don't know, I feel like might have a similar vibe to this because the previous books before these were just like normal contemporary romances that I adored as well and I need to buy so desperately. But this one was like contemporary, but a little bit paranormal, like a fun mixture between the two. It's set in like a Scottish town, and the heroine is a curse breaker, and the hero is like he lives in a small town, and the heroine comes there to break this curse on this castle on the town. And the hero is like, I'm sure she's bullshitting, she's making all this up, but of course it's actually real. There is an actual curse, and it is super fun. I do think this might be more paranormal. But I think it will still be a similar vibe, and I loved the vibe of this. It was so much fun and so unique and entertaining and funny. And yes, so I will be devouring this. I have no idea what other reading plans I have. I've not even been able to like feel that or think about that, you know, but yeah, I am very excited. I'm very excited. I just can't wait to like slow down, actually process all of this, actually organize everything, and actually read and write. Because oh my god, like I just want like a day that I can spend on the couch or in bed with a book and like, you know, yeah. So it will happen very soon. I will talk to you very soon. So yeah, there is another like, so we got some cupboards and then we got like a bookshelf above a cupboard or whatever. I don't know if even like cupboard is the right word for that. Whatever. So that is in my room. That is in my room. So I'll show you that. It's not fully built yet. We need like the door, whatever. And so I don't also have any books on there. So I will show you when I set that up. And yeah, I really need to think through where I put all the books. Because like I actually have so much shelf space and I'll actually have space for new books as well. And I can't go crazy. I can't go too far, but I am so ready to buy some new books. Because like I've been holding back for basically months. Like the past actual month, I've been like really strict about it. For that, I was like sort of sneaking a book here and there, but never actually buying more than one, two max. And I just want to buy like 5 books at once, you know, and just like the books that I've been dying for ages, the books that just came out. There's been so much good stuff coming out, and with the spring coming is gonna get even more books, like oh my god. So I'm gonna shut up and I will talk to you very soon with more updates. Hello everyone, so it's time for an update. This feels very strange I am not used to having like a book corner where I stand and talk to you, which might sound really stupid, but this is something I have back home. And because I have like shelves spaced out and I usually do stand when I'm there, but yeah, so everything about this, has been an adjustment, and it's very overwhelming, but mostly in really good ways. So I don't know. This is obviously not the final look of this. These are my tiny little Heidi and Isaac, aka my cats, that my sister crocheted for me. And then here I have this adorable little hamster from the meme that my mom made. And yeah, this is also a mushroom that my mom made. Anyways, this is not the final product whatsoever. I kind of just, this is how I put it here, and then my mom put some of these things here. And, I have a vision for these, which is basically going to be like a sunset color scheme, aka this bottom one, since it already is kind of looking like that. This part you can't really see from this angle, but it's like a lot of yellows and orange. And then up there, I want to like the dark blues and maybe like a little bit of purple. And I think that's gonna look absolutely iconic. And yeah, so, but like they're like full mostly, and I have so many books still everywhere, and I'm trying to think of like the best ways to organize everything. And it's really gonna be time to go book shopping as well, because like I have a lot of space and it's incredible. So anyways, I have some reading updates. So let's talk about that first before we talk about those plans. So I did finish Wild Side by Elsie Silver. Also, if you catch a sight of my nails, don't look at them too closely because they are an absolute wreck. Like, obviously I've not had a single second, but I now have 4 days off, which has not happened in like an eternity, and I'm incredibly happy about it. So actually, I think my nails unfortunately need a break, so I won't actually be doing a new color, but hopefully I'm gonna make them look decent at least. So anyways, I finally finished Wild Side after not reading. I think I didn't finish a book for like 3 weeks, which might be normal for like normal people, but it's absolutely not normal for me. Like, yes, I finished this. I don't really know what I've said about it. I do feel like I've said quite a lot already, but I really enjoyed this. I don't think it's my favorite in the series. The second book, which I'm completely blanking on the name of, really like that one, I think was my favorite in the series, even though like this just did not hit the same, but I still loved it. I love Elsie Silver. It was still super fun. I just felt like there was like a little bit missing, and while usually I feel like Elsie writes longer books, it's almost always 400 plus pages, and I normally never get like bored or anything. I wasn't necessarily bored, but I just like my attention span has been tragic since I've been like so scattered, and so it didn't entirely grip me the way that her other books do. And so, yeah, but I still really enjoyed this. And I was so happy that I finally finished the book. And speaking of, I think it's gonna happen very soon again. Because I started Fan Service by Rosie Danan. Of course, I mentioned this to you, and I got to page 106 and almost missed my bus stop this morning on my way to work, which like honestly, what a moment. Because like that is something that has not happened in a long time. Especially because I don't really read on the bus these days, because like there's not like that much time. But I was just like, fuck it, like I go to work all day, every day. It feels like I am at work every single day. And so like I might as well fit as much reading and things that I actually love in my day as possible. And the bus might be, even if it's like 10 minutes that I read, it's still something, And I was like, I started this yesterday, and basically, I don't know if I mentioned that my Wi-Fi is not working. It is painful. Like, I'm not gonna pretend. Like, it is painful. It is painful, especially because, like, I'm trying to get settled. I want to get some videos up, even though, like, to be fair, I have not had a single second to edit. So, like, I'll at least have some space to do that in peace before the Wi-Fi works or whatever. And of course, it is like a chance to fully process my emotions and to read and like, actually, I don't know. But still, of course, like I want to watch YouTube and I want to watch movies. I want to binge a TV show, and I've been trying to like download shit, to my apps, but that's just on my phone and on my laptop. Anyways, but it does give me space to read, of course. The only issue is, like, recently, I think it's like everyone and like just, our brains are struggling, but I just want background noise. And I sometimes, like, when I write, I like to listen to music, like normal songs, but when I read, I don't really. I prefer to either have like just YouTube on or like a casual show or whatever, or even like just like ASMR rooms, which like I can't have without Wi-Fi on my phone without using data. And so, I don't know if it's because I live alone or what it is, but like I just don't like the silence, even though that's like, I don't know. Normally people would think that if you're in silence, you will be most focused on reading. That's not how I work. So anyways, who gives a shit about that? I clearly have not been filming a lot recently because like it's not even that I don't know how to do this. Just first of all, obviously I'm still super overwhelmed and incredibly exhausted, but I also just like want to talk to you and I want to talk to you about absolutely everything. So let's get back to this book. And I don't know what the fuck I was saying, but anyways, the point was that last night, like I was getting into it, but also I was just like kind of, getting tired, wanted to watch a movie. And then I watched a movie. You know what? I'm just going to mention it because why the fuck not? I did tell myself I would talk about movies and TV shows more. And what better time to start than right now, And so I wanted a background movie and it was not like background enough because then I just wanted to watch it. And that is Burlesque. And this is like quite old at this point, but it is actually one of my favorite movies. It is a romance, but that's not even like the thing that I love about it the most. Like I just love the the main character, his name is Allie, and crazy that I remember that because I never remember the characters' names in movies, honestly. And so it's like mainly about Allie's journey because she is, from a small town and she wants to be a dancer and performer. And it's her journey of becoming that. And it's just like a lot about found family. And I just love all the relationships in this movie. And the romance is fun. It's not like that developed or like, it's not my perfect romance, but it is an incredible movie and I love it a lot. So, and the music in it, insane. Like, incredible. So I love Christina Aguilera's voice so much. Anyways, so I watched that and so I couldn't focus on fan service. However, when I was reading it on the bus, I was like, oh my god, like I never want to stop and it's incredibly fun. So let's talk about what it's actually about. Jesus, so this book is, I actually told you now that I think about it. So yeah, we have a paranormal romance, but the thing that I didn't say in earlier is that the heroine, Alex, used to be, like, still is a fan of the series, but the actor, the main actor, Devin, actually kind of like, I don't want to say broke her heart, but offended her / hurt her feelings when she met him at like a meet and greet situation, and behind her back, like he said something kind of rude about her. It wasn't like a super dramatic big deal, but like it was a big deal to her because she was a fan of him and then, had a crush on him. And now he contacts her and she's not only actually like the manager of the website about the show and like, that kind of stuff, but she's like a vet technician or something like that. Like not a veterinarian, but something to do with that. And that I think is hilarious and adds another layer that like she's used to dealing with animals and obviously he's now a little bit of an animal. And so it is incredibly fun and like it's definitely not like hate to love because again the thing from the past was not that dramatic, but she definitely doesn't start with like loving him, and she's very wary around him and he is just kind of like mostly just panicked about what's happening to him and he needs help and she is kind of like the only one there, and yeah, so I am loving it so much. Like I know I've said this millions of times at this point, but I love books about actors. And so I have a book about an actor, but it's also a werewolf paranormal romance. Like that is a cocktail of things that I couldn't even imagine. And it's like absolutely perfect. And it's just delicious and hilarious. And I think it's gonna be so steamy and fun and just lighthearted and so entertaining. And it's everything that I need right now. I was just like so incredibly indecisive. After I finished Wild Side, I was like, what the fuck do I do? Because there's a few books that I started that I haven't finished. And so I was like, you know, I should do that. But like, again, I could not focus on anything. And this was the first thing that I thought about. And it was the one. It was the one. It is very overwhelming because, like, I don't know if it's just me, but the way that my books are, like, situated definitely impacts my mood and, like, what I decide to read. And now it just feels like it's everywhere because I don't know where anything is. Obviously, the order of it is just, like, so out of place. And since I had my bookshelves the same way for a long time, it was just kind of like always the same, you know? And now it's like, I don't even know the right word. Oh my God, I should just go to bed and like turn this camera off. And yeah, I'm also still filming on my phone because I just thought it would be easiest to finish this video like that. Since like, you know, like I don't know where anything is. I would have to find a charger for my camera and all of that. So this is what you get, and I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, anyways, I'm not functioning anymore, so I will go to bed to read this masterpiece. And yeah, last thing I'm gonna tell you about is I did just come home from the cinema after work, and I went to watch Mickey 17, and I actually really enjoyed it. And it was like, I mean, parts of it were very painful to watch, but it was hilarious, it was meaningful, so many relevant, I can't even find the right word, Jesus, parallels, is that the word? To like real life and the real world. And yeah, it hit in many ways. Like it was really, really good actually. And like it was funny, there was a romance, it was unique and definitely very poignant. Never used that word in my life. So like what is happening to me right now? Anyways, I'm sweating as well. It is actually hot in here. It's finally spring. I can't believe we made it here. Like, wow. So yeah, I honestly, like, I'm not, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. So, I will talk to you tomorrow. I need to check how much footage I have of this, honestly, because I feel like at this point, this video is gonna be long as shit, but like, it might as well be, you know? Like, there's a lot happening. So tomorrow, I am determined to relax and rest as hard as possible because I've not done that in like a month. But we will be reorganizing at least these bookshelves. I really want that like sunset vision to come to life, and possibly others, because I just want the books to not be on my tables and all that stuff. And I just really want to organize this a little bit so that it feels like I'm actually living here and like, you know, so yeah. So I really will shut up now. And I will talk to you very soon. It is time for an update. I am so tired, but I've been reading. I bought a book today. I actually left the house for a little bit and then I just crashed, and I actually took a nap, which is not something I ever do. I hate it. I hate how it makes me feel. I never actually feel better afterwards. But I'm hoping that like it will be good for me into the evening, that I'll hopefully start to feel more energy as the evening goes on. There was like the time change today, which I have been thinking about literally all month and like looking forward to it. And then I forgot about it today. And I was just kind of like looking at the time, and I looked at the day and I was like, oh, hold on. So I actually woke up quite early, technically, even though, yeah. So I know people don't always like it, but it means that it will be light out later. And that's like my favorite thing. It makes me want to do things more in the evening. And that is good for me, like after work, that I actually do things, you know? And so I like it for that. But anyways, I've been reading this beautiful book. I'm halfway through now and I'm obsessed with it. I'm literally obsessed with it, and I am loving the vibes. I am loving everything about this. Like, it is so much fun. And basically, like, I love their dynamic. Like, it is super focused on the two of them, like very much forced proximity. And obviously, Alex is helping Devin, like, basically kind of like, first of all, like, train him to control himself, before the next full moon, but at the same time, just, like, kind of understand how he works. And that is just, like, so much fun. And at the same time, it has this, like, small town setting, and Devin randomly meets her dad, and they kind of bond, and, just, like, I love it. You know, I feel like it's very difficult A lot of the time, like paranormal crosses the line with contemporary, of course. And in the past few years, I feel like there were a lot of releases that crossed a lot into contemporary territory, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm sure there's a lot of readers that love that, but for me, I was like, if I want to read a paranormal book, I don't want it to be contemporary, if that makes sense. You know, I wanted to go hard on the paranormal vibes. But I feel like in here, it is like very much focused on the werewolf things, and it is there a lot, and it feels a little bit like, you know, it feels paranormal and intense more than a contemporary book would. But at the same time, there's like a lot of emotion in it. And I feel like it explores like Devin's feelings a lot in terms of acting and the ways that he has been kind of like hurt by the industry and how he feels lost. And that's all connected to his new werewolf side. And I love that. And so I feel like the balance, for me at least, is really good in this. And it's giving me exactly what I wanted. And so I'm absolutely obsessed, very happy that I'm reading this. And I think there's a high chance I'm going to be finishing it tonight because the Wi-Fi is still off and I I'm just loving it. And one other thing that I can tell you about is I finally bought First Time Caller by BK Borson with this beautiful sprayed edge, and she is glorious. They sell this at a store called The Works. It's been sold out for like since it came out, and today I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna walk in there. Last copy. Last copy, and I got it, and I'm so excited. So I'm not sure because I have so much to read, but there is a chance I will pick this up right after reading Fan Service. And this is like inspired by I don't think it's like a retelling, but inspired by Sleepless in Seattle, which I've actually never watched. And so my plan was to watch the movie and then read the book and make a whole vlog about it. But obviously, as I mentioned, the Wi-Fi is not working and I don't have like the movie downloaded anywhere or anything. Then I was thinking, like, what if I read this first and then watch the movie? I know that's like for a lot of people, a stupid order, but it actually makes sense in my mind. And I love to do things out of order a lot of the time. Something about it just stimulates my mind. And yeah, I'm very tired. So if I sound tired, that's because I am. But I'm so excited. I am a very much an evening slash night person, and I generally tend to have the most energy at that time, you know, like a vampire, of course. Because I am not a werewolf girl. I am not a werewolf girl. I can enjoy it, um, but it's not like it's not the type of creature for me, you know? But I forgot what I was saying. And yeah, so I'm still hoping that I will have some strength to like do some of the bookshelves. I wanted to do that in like that natural light, but that's just not gonna happen today. And so that's fine. I'm just not gonna do all of it, you know? Yeah, but I am sounding like I'm high or something, which I'm most definitely not. So I'm gonna stop talking now, and I think I'm gonna take a shower soon. Maybe, hopefully, it's gonna wake me up, even though I absolutely do not take cold showers, but you know, still. And I'll eat dinner, and then hopefully then I'll get back to this. And oh my god, random question actually, before I forget. So I watched an interview with Rosie Dannon about this book, and she mentioned Buffy the Vampire Slayer quite a lot. And I wanted to ask you all, if you think I should watch it. Because basically it was just like I was a little bit too young when that show came out, and so I never got into it. I only caught a few glimpses of it, like on TV when my mom was watching it, or like my sister, I think, maybe watched it a little bit. But I was never a fan of that. I was a Twilight, The Vampire Diaries, Teen Wolf kind of girl. And so I was obsessed with those. And like those are the shows that raised me and made me love paranormal things. But I want to like expand on that, and because like, you know, and so I was thinking I maybe you should watch that, but at the same time, like, I don't know how many seasons it has, but I do know for sure it's a lot, and it's obviously gonna feel like a little bit old to me now because I don't have that like nostalgia. So I'm like, as it is actually good, like is it gonna age well, like did it age well, you know? But it would also be a very big commitment to start watching it. So please let me know if you think I could enjoy it. Again, if like I grew up on with like the all the CW shows and I was pretty much obsessed with them all. So if it like I know it's gonna be a different vibe for sure. I mean like I don't know that for sure. Like it's just a little older. But yeah, please let me know if you like that show. Also, if you like any other paranormal shows that you think I should watch, because honestly, like I need those vibes. I just love it so much. I think it's just so much fun. And I've been trying to get back into fantasy, and I just keep neglecting paranormal because I'm like, bro, like it is the perfect in between, and it's something that I've always loved. It is like my comfort space. And so I don't know what I'm still doing, you know? So honestly, I will probably talk to you after I finish fan service, or maybe if I like reorganize the shelves, I want to talk about that. I don't know, but you'll see me very soon.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Look away so you won't see, cause the pain is in my eyes. Feels like I could break it any moment and shatter your insides. If you feel my mind, call me.
So it is still the same day. I just put together this, which obviously you would have seen. And I just wanted to mention one main thing because I've been listening to an audiobook that I haven't mentioned to you, and I was listening to that as I was doing this. And so yeah, I no longer have energy to do the shelves in the living room. Obviously this is not finished in terms of the actual shelves. But I put out these lights that my mom made me. I had that on my TBR cart before, but it didn't fit on there very well, and so I thought this would be super cute, and I love it. I got some new batteries for the lights, and it's gonna be just so beautiful. And so the goal for these is a little bit different than the ones in the living room. These shelves, I want to keep it mainly my favorite authors, my favorite books, and I just want it to feel super safe and comforting. And so that's what we have going on. So I really wanted to do a shelf dedicated to Talia Hibbert, because if someone ever made me, like, forced me to say who my number one favorite author is, it would be Talia Hibbert. And it's like, I love all the favorite authors equally, but I think with Talia Hibbert, the main thing also is that I think she was my first, like, favorite romance author, and her books mean so much to me, and, you know, so I have a little bit of these there, obviously not finished. I have the Brown Sisters trilogy, but I only, for some reason, took this here, so I need to find the other two books. But actually reminds me, I've been wanting to reread this series, and I reread Get a Life, Chloe Brown, I think last year. And so then obviously next one is this one, and I have not reread this, and that needs to happen, like, immediately. But anyways, so I will complete that later, and I still have some books of Talia's that I don't own, so, like, obviously we will build that over time. I have Do Your Worst, because I wanted to have one book on display, and I thought it would be nice to have some darker colors here as well, because these are kind of like, not even like pastel, but just kind of just, you know, colorful, and and yeah. So yeah, we have so many books that I love, and I do think I'm gonna do like a bookshelf tour at some point, but I never really know how to film these. The book that I'm reading is Love and Bloom by Lucy Eden, and I'm at like 29%, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is a contemporary small town romance. I'll tell you more about it later, but very much enjoying that. I'll move to bed and read fan service, so I have not finished that yet. I need to figure out the lighting situation in my living room, because like I have some lamps, and there's like this lamp, for example, that was here, and like some that were here, some that I have, but I need to like figure out where to, how to space it out and whatever. So the lighting in my room right now is better because I have my little lamp. And yeah, so also highly recommend these sticky things, whatever it's called, because I had this on my shelf in in my previous apartment, but I didn't like use it enough because like I like the lights that I put up there, but I just like, this feels like a little bit of an upgrade, because I didn't space it out that well. And they don't hold every single kind of lights the best. It depends on the string and whatever. And I was scared it wouldn't hold this, but it's actually holding it better than the normal one because that one is really skinny. And yeah, but anyways, so that is that. I'm gonna shut up and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I know. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I know.
Hello everyone, so it is the next day and as you just saw, I put these shelves together and as I'm looking on the screen, I love it so much. I just need to put fairy lights up there, but I can't find the ones that I wanted to use for this, so that will have to happen later. But I love them so much. So my vision, I think I already talked about this, was like a little bit of a sunset vibe. So we have all the yellows, oranges, and pinks down here, and all the blues, all the dark colors up there. So it's not perfect. As I went to this side, I was just I felt like I was running out of the books, and so the what's it called? The gradient, is that the word? Is not exactly as flawless as I would like, but I still feel like it looks so good, and yeah, so I love it so much. And I'm very happy with it. And yes, so I do have a reading update, and I do think this is gonna be the last clip of this video because like I think it's gonna be 1,000 years long already, and I feel like I haven't read that many books, but also that was not really the purpose of this video, and so it's okay. And I really want to do a 24-hour readathon, so I'm gonna start that tonight, and that's gonna be super fun. And of course, you will see more organizing bookshelf stuff very soon in all the other vlogs. I don't want to put every single thing in here, And yeah, so the update is I finished Fan Service by Rosie Danan, and I, of course, I'm obsessed, and I didn't really have any new thoughts, honestly. But the main feeling that I had was that, this is everything my 15-year-old self ever wanted, you know? Like, I feel like recently I kind of just put my fangirl side on hold. Not because I don't get like obsessed with things anymore, but because I just kind of like, first of all, have not had the time, and second of all, I just kind of like, I needed a little bit of a break emotionally, and I needed to focus on other things. And I used to basically in high school, I was obsessed with all the shows that I mentioned. And I used to talk to my friends a lot about it, and then they kind of grew out of it, and I never did. And so then I kind of felt like, I don't want to say ashamed because I always loved those things so much, but like kind of felt like there was the voice in my head of like, shit, you know, maybe I should move on as well and whatever. And then I just kind of like stopped getting as invested because I was just a little bit hurt, you know? But fuck that, because like the being a fangirl is so special. I know it sounds maybe a little stupid, but it's not stupid. You know, like like if you're someone who, you know, found comfort in TV shows, doesn't matter if it was paranormal, honestly. Like this just really spoke to that part of me, and it is just such a special feeling of like, you know, when your life is falling apart, or you feel super lonely, and you feel super lonely and depressed and all of those things, and there's this thing that like comes out every week that gives you some will to live and something to be excited about, and characters that give you feelings that, you know, nothing in your real life does. And that just, all of that was infused in this. It's clear that Rosie Danon lived through this. And at the same time, so like there were like those deeper feelings of our two main characters having their own version of loneliness and being lost, and like finding themselves in each other, but just also along the way in this like little werewolf journey. And again, it was so good. I loved it so much. And I do feel like maybe there's gonna be people that like who will think that this is not paranormal enough, because like of course like there's not like all, you know, there's not like a bunch of paranormal people. It's literally just Devin, and you know, but I feel like I liked how it was done, and I really love it. I loved the emotional aspects of it, and the only thing I could think of is like I wish the friendships in here were there a little bit more, but like I don't know, like they I still loved, like I still think this is perfect, and I loved how it was focused on Devin and Alex, and they're so fun. And while the blurb on here says Grumpy Sunshine, I don't think this is Grumpy Sunshine. Like it also, another descriptor is like the golden retriever black cat, and I don't know, let me know if you think those two are the same. I don't necessarily think, I see a little bit of a difference in it, and so I would say it's more that than Grumpy Sunshine, because like Devin is less grumpy. He's not grumpy, but he's also just like a mess. He's a mess. He is not like the typical sunshiny, like super charming, energetic person. I think he's a little bit like, there's like a lot of deeper emotions inside him, and so a lot more complex than that, you know? Anyways, so I loved the dynamic of this. It was so much fun. There were scenes in this that like I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe I've never read that before, and also just like this is everything again that I ever wanted, and it was just perfection. I loved it so much, and it was unique, and it made me realize, I think I might have mentioned this a little bit, but oh my god, I need to read more things than just contemporary romance. Because, like, yes, I love contemporary romance, and it's a little bit stupid because I feel like spring and summer have the vibe the most for contemporary romance. Like, I am a little bit, like, bored. Not because contemporary romance is boring, but because I need more than that. Like, I have always loved a variety of genres, even though it does not look like it anymore. And, like, I need to expand, you know? And so I really want to work on that, not because like I have to, because yes, of course, I could read just contemporary romance forever, but I don't want to do that. And so this gave me like the perfect vibes that I wanted. Because my thing, I've talked about this before, and I'm really gonna shut up soon. My problem is, again, you know, that like most fantasy books, especially adult, but even YA, just center around like, you know, war, violence. There's just so much death and suffering. That is not the type of fantasy I want. But the thing is, you know, it's not that I want it to be low stakes, because that's like the opposite spectrum of like the cozy fantasy. I don't like that either. I want it to be like magical danger. I want the stakes to be high, potentially like forbidden romance or whatever. Like, I want there to be danger, but I also want there to be a happy ending. I also don't want it to have anything to do like with all the like basic shit. Like, you know, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be books about those things. I just don't think that should be the only thing that fantasy is. And I just want it to be like a magical adventure. And, you know, like, I just want it to be magical. I don't want it to be brutal. And so it's very hard to find, but it's bullshit that it doesn't exist. It of course does. And I think, again, paranormal is one way to get it a little bit, even though they can be like violent as well, obviously, but like depends, you know? So anyways, please, if you have any recommendations in that direction, paranormal, urban fantasy, or full-on fantasy with romance, please let me know. Because, yeah, I'm desperate. I want that. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to explore that. But that will be in other vlogs. So thank you so much for watching. This has been a big video. This has been a big month, but it is literally actually March 31st. And I just really wanted to end this vlog today because like, I just want to start fresh. And again, I'm sure it's gonna be very long, but yeah, I don't know. I feel really good. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I am excited to bring this nice, joyful energy into my other vlogs and hopefully into your day a little bit. But I also want to say that I know that like I'm gonna just get a little deep for anyone that's still here. Thank you so much for making it all this way, because I'm sure this video is gonna be fucking an eternity long. But you know, I just want to say that things get better, you know, and I know that's like very hard to hear at some points, but like looking back at how terrible my mental health was and how horrible I just generally felt in life 3 years ago before I moved here, even last year, even the year after that, like, you know, even like half a year ago, like, do actually feel the most stable that I ever have. And my mental health has actually gotten better, and a lot of that is thanks to therapy. And I just want to put it out there, if that is something that you can have access to, highly recommend that. Because it just like, that definitely was a big part of what saved me and made my life a lot more bearable. But also just like life circumstances, and just, you know, that like you keep going and you keep trying even when it's hard, but also just like try what you can, you know, because it's okay if you can't do everything that you think you should. I know it's frustrating not to be able to do everything you want to do, but just try to do what you can and be kind to yourself. And, you know, like there's all these like, what's it called? Metaphors or whatever, you know, like if you have 40% of energy today, then if you use that 40%, that is your 100%, you know? And that has been really meaningful to me, because I have a lot of fatigue and like I'm always exhausted. And so that has held me back a lot in my life, and it made me feel really guilty, because everyone will then tell you, you know, of course, like you're lazy and whatever. And there were so many things that I wanted to do or felt like I should do. And, you know, but I don't know, like, it's your life, it's your body, it's your mind. Everyone is different, and it's okay to have specific needs. It's okay not to be able to do everything. It's okay to take your time. And it's just going to work out somehow, you know? And so, yeah, I just wanted to say that. I don't know if it makes any sense, or if it's any, like, in any shape or form helpful. That's not the right way to say the sentence. But yeah, I don't know. So that's that. But yeah, so, also spring has begun, and I mean, like, the, like, Scottish spring, you know? But it's actually really hot today, and oh my God, I love it. And so happy spring to anyone who has spring now. And I'm so excited for the rebirth, for the flowers, for the sunshine, please God, and for this apartment, of course. I love it so much. And yeah, so I hope you're gonna love the videos here. And I am upset, like, oh my God, I don't know. I don't want to stop talking because I feel so emotional, and I actually feel good and excited, and it's just absolutely incredible. And yeah, so look forward to all the videos that I'm gonna film in front of these beautiful shelves and you know all the ones that I have because I actually have multiple and oh my god. So yeah, I will shut up. I'm gonna go film that readathon. So look forward to that. And yeah, I'm gonna set up my TV art cart. I'm gonna finish setting up that bigger bookshelf in the corner and the one in my room. And I really desperately need to clean up like my clothes and stuff. But the books, there's been progress. There's still books on the table and whatever, but less of them. So, if you made it this far in the video, leave a sun emoji down below. And thank you so much for watching and for being here. And yeah, so that will be all. I'm gonna see you soon in my next video. Bye!